All right, so let's get started with problem number 5. This is a homework help video for problems number 5, 10, and 11. Starting with number 5. So if I were to do this in either Excel or into the TI-89, first thing it asks for a critical value. So you have 90% here, it's 5% here and 5% here, so you're going to go inverse normal on your TI or norm.inverse on the Excel, and then your alpha is 0.05, that's your area, and then your standard deviation, mean and standard deviation is 0 and 1. And so you should get a number there that goes here. Then you're looking for sigma, that's population, standard deviation of the sampling distribution. So that is equal to sigma divided by the square root of n. So this is 0.4 divided by, because from here, 0.4 divided by our number that we have here, which is 16. So it's the square root of 16, which is 0.4 divided by 4, which is 0.1. So 0.1 would go there. And when you multiply these two things together, when you take your z alpha over 2 critical value and you times it by sigma over the square root of n, this equals the margin of error. That's what that is. So that's the margin of error. You now enter this into a list or a column in Excel and find the sample mean, which you can just do by typing in average. And then if it's in column B, you can go B1 to B16, right? That will give you the average, and then you are going to take this number times that number, your margin of error, and you're going to go whatever your average is plus or minus your margin of error. And that will be that number there and that number there. And here's question number 10. So you want to be able to obtain a sample estimate population mean average of incoming fall transfer students. Based on the evidence, you believe the population standard deviation is, this is on past evidence, you believe it is 6.6. That's what your standard deviation is for the population. You would like to be 90% confident. So we're going to need our z alpha over 2 number. So I can find that real quick. For 90%, it's going to be 1.6445. And you want your estimate to be within 2%. So your margin of error, you want this to be 2.5, right? So now you need to figure out how big you want your sample size. Remember that the margin of error is equal to your z alpha over 2 number times the standard deviation divided by n, square root of n. So essentially what I want to do is figure out, I have all these other things. I know what I want my margin error to be. I know what that number is, and from previous data I know what that number is. So basically I just want to solve for n. I'm going to do that algebra real quick. Multiply both sides by the square root of n. And then I have z alpha over 2 times sigma. Right? Now I'm going to divide by the margin of error to get that n by itself. Thank you, algebra 1. Square root of n equals z alpha over 2 times sigma all over the margin of error. Now I'm going to square both sides to get rid of the square root. So the number I'm looking for, my z alpha over 2 number, which is 0.6445, times 6.6, divided by that 2.5, everything squared. Plug that into my calculator and put it here, and I should have everything good. Okay, so it turns out that number 11 is the same process as number 10. Only thing that changes here is that your sigma will change. Your z alpha over 2 number will change because instead of 90% in the middle, you now have 99% in the middle. So you have 0.005 here and 0.005 here, 0.5%, 0.5% on each side. And you want your margin of error to be 1.6. So you fill in that same thing, n equals z alpha over 2 times sigma divided by the margin of error that they give you, all of that squared. So this number should be something close to 2.58. Oh, sorry, this number. This number goes here, and that number goes there. Plug it into Excel or to your calculator and do that calculation. Don't forget to square it, and don't forget to use parentheses around both the top of your numerator and around the whole thing before you square it. Great. Feel free to let me know if you have other questions.